All right, we're live. How's everybody doing this morning? It's of course Morning Mojo with me and Jen. We did it a little early this morning.
I'm still so.
Doing so. I got you, baby.
Yeah.
Well, of course I did go to bed, but
Yeah.
I no shut. Go on, baby. No, no. Go
Hiya,
on. Go lay down.
Doyle.
Hello, Doyle. Fight with my dog. No shut. Go lay down.
Oh, thank you, Doyle.
Welcome in, man. How you doing? You're like our one and only viewer right now. I guess I just don't get out in the algorithm anymore because, guys, I lost a lot of subs. I lost almost 30 subs in 2 days because I've been having
Thank
issues.
you.
Thank you, O'Doyle. So, yeah, I've lost almost 30 subs in 2 days because I've had issues these past 2 days. And dang, guys, that's a lot. That's just a lot. So, we got to try to find some way. Got to find some way to pick up the pace.
Uh huh.
We got to like, share, subscribe, everybody.
Of course.
Yeah, but I mean, we only have 75 more watch hours before we're monetized anyway. Okay. You have severe autism, Nashal? Okay. I have schizophrenia. So welcome to the club, man. I've got schizophrenia and epilepsy.
I have bad anxiety and bad nerves.
Yeah, but 30 of them there, O'Doyle? 30 of them in one night? Maybe because he found out from watching my videos that I'm an advocate for mental illness. So maybe that's why he said it, man, to see if he would be accepted.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, epilepsy tends to come with quite a few mental disorders I've discovered. There's quite a few of them that can cause it. My psychiatrist says I have schizophrenia too, but I don't believe him. I got you, O'Doyle. There's different
Okay.
kinds of schizophrenia. There's different kinds of schizophrenia, and it affects you in different ways.
That was me when I first came on
I
here.
thought so, Sean. I thought so,
Yeah.
Nashawn. I thought so, brother. You're welcome here. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She's got some. Everybody here's got some kind of problem, man.
I've got
So feel free
anxiety.
to
I've
join the
got
club.
bad nerves. I've got scoliosis.
Hmm. And I'm an epileptic schizophrenic.
I have hearing problems.
Oh well, that's just something from our generation, love. I don't know what it is, but our generation tends to have ear problems from you know where. He thinks it's paranoid schizophrenia just because I have anxiety, PTSD, and depression. Maybe developmental schizophrenia, but not paranoid. Oh, you're from the Man with Blue. You're from Ian's channel. Welcome in, man.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my girlfriend. She's not a big fan of Ian, but this is my girlfriend. You know,
Hey.
so yeah, when I say I'm a straight male, I mean I'm straight. This is my girl. She's absolutely beautiful,
I need
100%.
yeah, I gotta be cheered up right now.
Yeah, we trying to cheer her up. She lost
I
her
lost
mother
my mama
Friday night.
early 4th of July morning. I'm making it.
Oh, okay, Nashawn. I got you. Olazapine? Okay. I take oxcarbazepine, aripiprazole, primidone,
Luke's-
and trazodone. Those are my medication. Oh, and lisinopril for my blood pressure. So yeah, I take a few medications, which
I
is
take.
strange for a 37-year-old. But epilepsy, severe epilepsy, it does a real number on your body.
Yeah.
So you sometimes have to actually have, you age a little faster sometimes.
No.
Oh, he's into bigger girls because they're cuddly.
Yeah.
He just smoke a lot of weed.
I can't say what I
Organics,
call it.
brother. Organics on this channel, man. Organics. Jesus.
I can't say what I want to
Bracket.
call that.
Yeah. I used to have about 5, 6 seizures a day. Grand mal seizures, and that's not counting petite malls in between. So altogether, I was having close to 20 seizures a day, and it's done a serious toll to my body. That's why my hair's turned gray. That's why my hair's falling out. That's why I wear my hat all the time. I got a receding hairline at 37. It's kind of embarrassing.
No, I don't find it
But
embarrassing.
but having brain damage and epilepsy and schizophrenia can do that too. And in fact, my schizophrenia and my epilepsy is caused by my brain damage.
Morning,
What's up, Raymond?
Raymond. You up
Don't worry,
early
we're
this
gonna have a long
morning?
show. I might take a break later. Might take some frequent breaks here and there, but it's because I have things I got to do during the day, guys. Which is a lot of the reasons why I end up breaking away from you guys during my lives. It's because my dad calls me or sends me a text message or something like that, and I got to go do something. Morning, Raymond. Up with the worms before the birds. I like that.
Oh, a little tired. Don't feel
Oh,
bad.
okay. Still a little bit tired. Yeah, I haven't gone to bed yet, so I understand that feeling. Hey, we got 2 likes already, baby. We'll see how many likes we can get today. Time to put on the morning jewelry.
Ooh,
What's that, my love? Don't
just
forget to
breathing.
hit the like button, peeps. Yeah, thank you. 6
6:21.
a.m. in the morning for you. Okay, I got you, Raymond. That's earlier than it is down here. It's
Thank
like
you.
yeah, she's got M&Ms. I got Swamp Thing. It's faded as hell, but it's the original first Swamp Thing movie. I love that movie, by the way. Swamp Thing was one of my favorite
Yeah,
superheroes. M&Ms.
yeah. Everybody loves his shirt when I wear it. I'm doing so, Raymond. Little upset. Just missing my mama. They decided to cremate her.
Oh yeah,
We
Swamp Thing's a
decided.
good. Oh yeah, they decided to cremate her love.
We decided to cremate her. I got to pick her urn out.
Yeah,
We got her urn off Amazon. At the funeral home, they wanted too much for it.
that's good.
And having her
There we go.
service
All
Sunday.
brush. What you think, love? Look
That's
better.
better. Makes you look a little younger.
You should see it if I shaved it. I'd look like I was back probably in my teens. I used to be clean shaven a lot, and I hated it. Everywhere I went, I got carded, man. You know how bad it is when you're 30 years old and somebody's like, "I need to see a card," and I'm like, "Guys, I haven't been to school in 20 years. What the hell?" Not
Yeah,
really 20
people
years.
say I'm younger than what I am.
Hmm. But no, they just I kind of thought about it, but at the same time, I've got a baby face, so no
Yes, I've
thank.
had short hair. Now it's younger.
What's up, Tyler?
Morning, Tyler. Well, thank you, but I'm not.
I kind of thought around the same age, like maybe between 26 and 29 when I first met her, maybe 30. And then she's like, "No, I'm 43." And I'm like,
43.
I said 43. But I was just like, brain went.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to go by slow for me because I've been having a really rough month.
Yeah, it's going to go by
Losing
slow for
subs.
me.
There's no what? No way. I don't believe it. Yeah, she's 43 years old, man,
Yes, I'm 43.
and I'm 37, and I look like I'm 73. But
Thank you for
yeah,
the compliment, though.
and can you believe my friend Ian is 40? Like I thought he was younger than me, but he's 40 freaking years old. I really feel like I look like an old fart. Nah,
No,
you
you're
ain't that old, Jen.
not.
Or Raymond. Blah. I was reading his comment at the same time I went to respond. I called Raymond Jen. Oops. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I guess it's just us hardworking individuals. Because, yes, I do work hard. Granted, no, I don't have a normal job, but I'm trying to create my own business. That's why I
No,
don't.
you're not, Raymond.
That's not old, brother. That's not old. Ah,
Hi.
dobre. I hope I'm saying that right. Dobre. Your beard is mine used to be red. I mean, look at the mustache. Look all up here. Mine used to be red, and then it would darken into brown like it is right here, and then everything just decided I'm gonna go gray. I kind of
Oh,
look like a gray wolf.
excuse me.
It's
Yeah, I got
okay, my
some gray in my hair.
yeah, I got a lot of gray in my hair. I ain't even gonna lie, I got a lot of gray in my hair. You're 32, O'Doyle. I got you.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
Eat
wisdom.
wisdom. Yeah, there you go. I like to say I'm antiqued. Yeah, I saw that there, Raymond.
I haven't seen it yet because I haven't been on in a couple days.
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't been on a lot of people's lives lately. To tell you the truth, I've been having a really rough few weeks, guys. And it's been mainly just because things have gone wrong, one right behind another, and my head hasn't exactly been in the best place. I've been trying to
Yeah,
fight it off. So let's just say there's been a lot of things going on up inside this nutty squirrel turd head. You know.
sounds like me. My head ain't been in the right place the last couple days.
Thank you, O'Doyle. I got you, Raymond. But yeah, it's made my numbers suffer. I'm not gonna lie. It's made my numbers suffer greatly.
Hi,
What's up,
country.
Peter? And guys, I do want to apologize to everybody here that's my regulars that's used to me doing, 2 to 3 shows a day. I'm sorry lately it's just been so chaotic. It's just I've had so much on my mind and I've had so much I've been doing trying to get my business started. And I've been doing a lot of paperwork to try to get my charity off the ground,
Yeah.
and there's just a lot of things I've been doing. And guys, it ended up making me push YouTube away. And because of that, it ended up making me lose subscribers. So I do apologize to all of my regulars that were used to seeing me all the time. You know, business was calling.
Hi. Hi, Professor.
What's up, Professor Unknown? Hello, sweet country. Welcome. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, I just been taking some time off to grieve.
Yeah, now that's been another thing. I've been keeping my phone open and keeping my airways open here, so that way if Jen needed help, I wouldn't be in the middle of something when she needed my help. I'd be able to talk her down. So
Yeah.
part of it has been since the fourth anyway, has been me trying to make sure that Jen Jen's okay.
Professor, my mama died early 4th of July morning.
Yep.
I lost my mama. That's why I haven't been live last couple of days.
And yeah, I am actually thinking about if we keep losing numbers like this, guys, if we lose another 30 people in a day, I am thinking about going on ahead and maybe just holding on long enough to see if I will get monetized. And if I'm able to get monetized, I'll stay on. If I'm not able to get monetized, I might just go on ahead and call the show quits. I'll come on for Morning Mojo. I like to spend my time with my Jin Jin and
Thank you,
probably pop on
Professor.
other people's lives as a special guest, but I will probably no longer have my own show. Yeah, Professor, thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Mhm. We all got to try to pray for my Jin Jin and her family as they go through this rough time. Also, guys, pray for a lot of the families down here in Southeast Texas. All this flooding that's going on, we have lost almost 300 people and counting. There are some still missing. Over 100 of these are children, and it's
Hi,
because they were
Sean.
washed away in
Thank
a
you,
flood.
Raymond.
What's up, Sean? But it's because they were washed away in a flash flood as the Guadalupe River swole its banks. And we have lost many, many children because they were at a summer camp. So please pray for these families. I don't care if
Yeah.
you're pagan like me or you're Christian like her. Pray for these families, guys.
I'm sorry, nose itching.
Your little rosy nosy. So how you doing, Sean, brother? I got your message. I tried to send you a text message, but I gotta refill the data on my phone because I'm a dodo and didn't do it yet.
Oh,
Which it's over here on the bed. So right here. My bed's a total mess right now, guys, because I've got everything up here set up and
oh,
everything.
thank
I
you,
just got a front door
Raymond.
here in my room.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Raymond. You gonna get her crying again.
yeah.
Just started driving. I'm driving in Saskatchewan country today.
Saskatchewan. Excuses, because I'm not.
That
Duh.
Indian word, that Native American word, country. Okay, there we go. That
County.
Native American word that works.
County.
County, whatever. He's driving in that place. Why? Because my tongue is going no.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, guys, I'm gonna go grab my monster. I'll be right back. Okay, everyone.
I don't know yet, country. Hi, Joe. Depends on how I'm feeling, country, if I go live. Hello. Thank you. Are you? That's good. Oh, thank you, sweet country. Susquehanna. Susquehanna. Okay.
Don't you just hate it when you have a dog that won't leave the trash can alone?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my dad's smallest dog, or my stepmom's youngest dog, Grace. She is a chewer. And I've been gone out of that living room for less than 20 minutes before all of a sudden there's trash everywhere. What's up, Joe Shore? But yeah, welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come join the group. We got monsters, we got coffee, and we got some good conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, I'm sorry I've been missing a lot of your streams, man. I've been missing a lot of everybody's streams. I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of online paperwork, and my cell phone is making me have to try to take and resubmit applications more than once, and
Oh,
that drives
yeah.
me insane. Oh my god, they're like, we never got your application, please resubmit. And I'm like, gosh, I spent 2 hours on that, and I gotta go back and do it again, and there's just been a lot of stuff going on. I've been doing all right. Yeah, I've been doing all right there, Joe. Ugh. Whew. No worries, completely understandable. Yeah, hell, yesterday, I don't know what happened, but I got done with Morning Mojo with you guys. I walked over there, I sat down in
We
my
didn't do
easy
Morning
chair.
Mojo yesterday
Oh yeah, we didn't do Morning Mojo
because I
yesterday.
wasn't
Well,
feeling good.
I went on ahead and I thought we were doing Morning Mojo because I was on the phone with her all day.
Not
But
all day.
well, no, but I was on the phone with her for a large chunk of it. I did wake up late, and I don't know why, but I sat down in my easy chair. I was like, I'm just gonna go train, and then the next thing I know, I wake up at 6:30, and I'm like, good God, I straight up passed out. Yes, it does.
Which was okay. I kept myself busy.
Yeah, no, it happens actually with my medication. What was more than likely what happened was I was about to hallucinate. So my medication kicked in and it put me to sleep because that's what my antipsychotic is meant to do. If I'm about to hallucinate or if I'm about to have a schizophrenic episode, my medication kicks in and it tranquilizes me and it
Uh
puts me to
huh.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how my aripiprazole works. I had to look down at the bottle for a minute and see which one it was.
That's why my anxiety medicine is sometimes it'll put me to sleep.
Yeah, and it's because that means it's actually working. When your anxiety breaks through, your medication's not actually working. You know, my aripiprazole is at the highest dosage it can be at. I can't go any higher without overdosing. And so when my schizophrenia breaks through, that means that I would have had a whole month long episode where I would have completely lost every bit of who I was and would have been walking around everywhere just completely confused and been disappearing for days on end when nobody knows
Yeah.
where I was at. You know, schizophrenia can be a scary thing. You can seriously think you're sitting in your living room and you've just been walking through your house all day, and next thing you know, you actually snap to and
Yeah.
you're 4 or 5 towns over in your underwear, wandering around town with everybody staring at you funny, going, "What the hell happened?" Because you're absolutely confused. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what you did, and you're just sitting there like, okay, what's happening? You know,
Sure
and
is.
all you can really do is borrow a phone, call somebody close, and say, hey, can you come get me, please?
Oh, okay.
I got you, Tyler. That's social anxiety. I
That's
get you there.
social anxiety. I have that too.
I just don't like crowds.
I have regular anxiety and social anxiety.
Maybe you just have anxiety.
Yeah.
Anxiety can be triggered anywhere. Social anxiety is only triggered in a crowd. But if you can go to a concert, you ain't got social anxiety, baby. You just got
Yeah.
anxiety
Yeah.
because you would not have been able to go to that concert. I know somebody with severe social anxiety. They can't even step out their house. It's turned into agoraphobia. They order all their food.
Yeah, but I'm taking my medicine now. It's helping.
That is true. That's always true. But it's just kind of like with me, I don't have typical schizophrenia. I've got functional schizophrenia, which means 90% of the time I'm a functional person. But there's that 5% of the time she's seen it. It ain't pretty. It's a definite freak out, especially if I'm at a hospital. I hate hospitals. I got you, Tyler. What's up, sweet country? But no, hospitals really get me, man. They just, eesh. And I think it's because I've been in a nut hut twice. I've been in an actual behavioral center twice, and they're
I'll be
neither one
right
of them.
back.
Okay, baby. While we're waiting on our Jen, I'd like to say please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and guys, don't forget, go check out my Jen at JenHolder976. She's an absolutely wonderful woman. Go check her out. She's, as you can see, she does great content. So come on in, say hi, and come join the family. Jump in on the conversation. You never know. You might just make a new friend. And if you're lonely, sweet country looking for somebody. Looking for a girlfriend. Oh, so we've switched it up. Okay. Or are you asking if they got a girlfriend? Alrighty. Oh, okay. You're asking. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, guys, I want to say that whenever I have had a little bit of free time, whenever it's not time for the show, you know, uh, I have been taking and messing around on some of these AI programs. Some of them are a lot of fun. Like I found one that is an adventure game. It's like you get isekai'd into another world and you have to play along with all these characters and you get to go on an adventure that the AI system creates. That was a lot of fun, you know. So I will have to say that some of these AI driven story chats are fun. I do not like the fact that AI art is starting to take over the world because as an artist, who actually does traditional hand drawn, inked in, colored in, works of art, it breaks my heart to think that they're going to take the art out of art, and replace it with AI. You know, yes, it
Hi,
was Tyler.
Summer.
It was very interesting. What's up, Summer? But yeah, Tyler, it was real interesting to play out the storyline and everything like that because the characters were very anime designed, and it was a lot of fun playing out the story arc. The only thing is, I kept getting chased around by one female character in the game that was a big old orc female, and I was just like, no. So I had to run away from her the whole game, but that was fun. But it definitely had some good funny points. It had some good action points. You could use your imagination, and the AI will actually compensate for that.
Yeah.
So you're not limited. So it made for a really fun game. Yeah, it was interesting. The stuff the orc female would say, I cannot say on here because guys, I am an adult, so I set it to a 18 and up setting. But the stuff she was saying, I cannot say on here. Let's just say it was basically you, me, babies now. And I'm like, no, no. So my character's running the entire time away from her, except for in battles. So it made for a really fun and funny read. It had its action moments, it had its drama. We lost characters in the story. We gained new friends in the story. I built alliances. The AI did a really great job. As somebody who's a writer and a storyteller myself, I was very impressed. And this was a free one. This is the cheapie. This is a you don't have to pay for. She even got to talk to Stitch.
Yeah.
Tell them about your experience with it, love. What do you think
No,
about
I
it?
don't want to say.
Oh, well, you could at least say what you think about it.
Oh, I can. I thought it was pretty cool. I just
Yeah.
don't want to say the one I did. So make me cry.
No, 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 no. I wasn't saying that. I was saying explain your experience, mate.
That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely different. But if you don't like traditional video games, like I don't, because I can't use my imagination to do what I want to do with the game. Because like I'm sorry, if I know my character's strong enough and there's a car right there and there's enemies coming my way, I'm gonna pick up the car and throw it at the enemy. But you can't always do that in a video game. And I'm like, why can't I just eliminate these guys? I got a chunk of rock right here that I know my character can pick up and throw, you know, but I can't do it. But when it came down to these AI driven storylines, I could sit there and actually do it and get almost realistic. And I do say almost because they kind of repeat some words over and over again, but you get almost a realistic experience. And you can actually be able to use your imagination and fight the way you want to fight, how you would in real life if you choose to. So it was interesting. Another thing I ended up doing was I ended up witnessing some of the I decided to go on ahead and watch some of these in class videos of kids losing their crap on teachers and why teachers are quitting. Guys, I understand why our education system is failing now, because
Yeah.
not only is the education system not the best here in America, but the students have grown up in such a manner to where they don't want to do the work. They don't think they have to do the work, and they would rather drop out of school because they think that they could live the rest of their life on a McDonald's salad. And guys, that breaks my heart. We don't have anyone that wants to be doctors anymore. We don't have anyone that wants to be teachers anymore. We don't have anyone that wants to be astronauts, firefighters, especially police officers. For some reason, there's an extreme hatred against cops now here in America. I don't understand it, actually. You know, so there's been a few little mishaps from a couple of cops that went too far. Out of the billions of cops that we have, why demonize the rest? But that's just a thought of mine. You know, McDonald's won't hire someone that can't do basic math. Exactly. Not only that, they
Yeah,
won't hire
no.
somebody who can't read. That's the biggest problem. These kids can't read. Dude, it's bad. My daughter starts kindergarten, and we've decided to homeschool her first year and might start a private Christian school next year. The public schools around here are bad. I got you, Summer. And it's not the teachers. It's not the teachers. Well, some of it's the
Some
teachers.
of his teachers.
Because you have a handful of these extreme leftist teachers that want to teach woke can't say that word. Want, want to teach woke crap to our kids. And no offense, go woke, go broke. It's been proven time and time and time again. So why teach our kids a woke lifestyle if it's going to fail? You know,
Mhm.
not only that, but to actually take all of Pride Month and spend it forcing children who are not part of the LGBTQ community or a household that features LGBTQ plus to force these students to celebrate Pride Month
Oh,
is ridiculous.
yes.
It's ridiculous. I would have straight up looked at them and said, "There ain't nobody gay in my family. There's no reason for me to have a foot in this horse or have a horse in this race. That have a foot in this horse." How did that come
Mhm.
out?
I agree with you there.
It is literally the curriculum, a small handful of teachers, and the students. That's the problem with our education system right now. And I literally looked at every possible other direction, and that's the only three things that I can find. Our students are going nuts. Our curriculum is failing. And we have several teachers that have decided that it's more important to preach an agenda than it is to actually teach academics, which is a big, big red flag to me. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. I walk up and my kid's teacher has got like blue and pink hair and wearing a sundress that's covered in pride stuff and everything like that. I'm turning around. I'm walking back out, and it's not because I don't trust them, and it's not because I don't, you know, it's not because I'm homophobic or anything. It's honestly because I don't want an agenda preached to my kid that my kid is not a part of. When they get older and they decide what they want to be,
Yeah.
then yes, I would take interest if they chose to be part of the LGBTQ community. And I wouldn't hate on them for it. That's their choice. But they need to grow old enough to make that decision on their own, not be forced to see it at 4 and 5 and 3 years old.
Mhm.
I want my daughter to feel safe. They are here too. I got you, Tyler. I want my daughter to feel safe in school, no questioning her body, sexuality, or if she's going to get killed in a school setting. These are real fears and issues in schools nowadays. Right, exactly.
Yes.
Because, guys, I'm glad I live where I live. And the reason being is because my county, in fact, most of the counties around me, have passed a county law where now teachers are required to get advanced first aid training, and they're required to get a conceal and carry license, and they're required to carry a firearm. So if something goes wrong in school, every teacher is armed. Every teacher is trained. Every teacher can save a life. So that's why I enjoy living where I live. Not only that, but you've got some parents that, because of the craziness that goes on, every time there's a school shooting, they'll drive out to the school and they'll walk around the school with AR-15s and guard and pit bulls protecting their children.
Oh.
It's just in case. People get freaked out. And whenever there's a school shooting, the best way to make the people calm down around here is to go and demonstrate power that we're safe. So there's a lot of old veterans and stuff like that that'll go out with their AR-15s or their M16s and their pit bulls or their guard dogs, and they'll patrol the school campuses just to keep the parents feeling safe, you know. And guys, it should have never gotten to that point. It,
No.
it, it really should have never got to this point, where that has to happen. Guys, we should have never got to the point where kids could no longer just go run around and play until the street lights came on. That used to be our generation. Out the damn door and don't come back till the sun goes down. The school near me, each classroom has bullet wound first aid kits. Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. There's a lot of teachers now that are carrying around tampons in case students get shot. Because a tampon, you can take and slide that sucker into a bullet wound and inject it, and you've got 8 hours of clotting without having to worry about toxic shock syndrome. So you can get the kid to a
Yeah.
hospital or something, maybe even save a life. But a tampon's perfect for most bullet wounds. I mean, that sounds weird, but I actually learned that from a combat medic who was in the Army for, I think he said 15 years. And that was one of the main things he carried around in his kit was a box of tampons in case somebody got shot because it was a perfect thing to seal the wound up.
Yeah.
It's also perfect for setting your broken nose. It sounds stupid, but if
I've
you
seen
broke your
that
nose,
before.
you shove both of them in there to set the nose back in place, and then you squeeze the tampon out of there to soak up the blood. So yeah, it works perfectly for a broken nose too.
Yeah.
I've seen someone use one for a bloody nose. Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Yeah. I seen one on TV.
Yeah, no, this was real life. My
Oh, real life. I ain't never seen it in real life.
well, let's just say a young man stepped up to my grandfather and shouldn't have done it. He stepped up to my grandpa whenever he was dating my sister. He was 18, and my grandpa looked at him and said, she's 15, right?" Well, as soon as he said that, the kid reared back and decked my grandfather. Well, my grandfather literally laid him out cold in a single blow. My grandpa was a Golden Glove boxer. It didn't matter how old he got. That son of a gun could hit. And he reared back and just right in the nose and just laid him out cold. And when he sat down, he seen his nose and he was like, "Dead gummit, I broke it." So he went inside and he got the tampons and came outside and fixed his nose for him. That's how I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
Watching my grandpa break my sister's boyfriend's nose. He woke up and he was like, "Huh? How does that old man hit so hard?" I looked at him and I'm holding up Papa's golden gloves, going, "You're an idiot." These are hanging up on the wall here in the living room beside his Purple Heart. You're an idiot.
Right.
I mean, literally, they were right there in the living room. He couldn't have missed them. So he decks an Army Golden Glove boxer, ultra heavyweight boxer at that. Papa was 6'7", close to 320 pounds of straight muscle. So he was an ultra heavyweight. And when he hit somebody, he put every bit of what he had into it. And he's just lucky that Papa pulled his punches that day. I've literally seen him make guys have to go to the hospital and fix their palate right here because he split it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm just chit chatting, taking her mind off of things.
Yeah. I'm
Which
agreeing with him on some stuff.
actually, guys, I'm gonna let her have some time with y'all for just a moment. I've got to run to the restroom again real fast. I've been having stomach trouble for the past 2 days, so I'll return as soon as I can.
Oh, excuse me. Y'all got me for a little bit. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Not single. Oh, cool. How's y'all's day? Yeah, see, thumbs up. I'm doing a little bit better, Summer. I'm so this morning. We decided to cremate Mama last Saturday. We made the arrangements. Her service is Sunday. I got to pick her urn out. That's good, Tyler. Good luck at your doctor's appointment. Oh, thank y'all. Yeah, her urn's going to have butterflies on it in her favorite color, which is turquoise. Just trying to keep my mind off things, but it ain't helping some days.
Oh, hello,
Oh,
everyone.
thank you. I sent them about her mama's urn.
Oh yeah, her urn, the turquoise and silver urn with butterflies on it. Yeah, it sounds absolutely gorgeous.
You know, it ain't got silver on it.
Oh, I thought it was silver and turquoise.
No. It's got purple, turquoise, different colors.
Purple. Okay, I was confused.
That was one of her favorite colors, too. Purple.
Oh, okay. One of my favorite crystals is an amethyst, which is a beautiful purple if you've ever seen one. Amethyst is actually a really beautiful stone. It used to be considered a precious stone back in the day. You know, now it ain't so precious, it's semi precious, but it's still a gorgeous stone.
Yeah, I got an amethyst ring I need to clean.
I would love to be able to learn whitesmithing because if I become a blacksmith and a whitesmith together, not only can I make, tables and stuff like that out of wrought iron and things, but I could make jewelry. Because the jewelry that I've made so far, I've made on a CNC lathe or a drop press, or it's been something simple as braiding wire together and hammering it flat. It's never been anything super special. But if I could learn true whitesmithing, now that would be cool. Blacksmithing and whitesmithing. All right. The reason why blacksmithing is called blacksmithing is because back in the day when you worked with coal, you were in the forge all day, you would get covered in black soot. So you would be covered in this just black powder everywhere. Well, if you were working with precious metals like gold and silver, they don't create a black soot or anything like that because you're not working with the same kind of temperatures. Instead, it creates a white powder that
Ah.
covered the smith in the powder. So they became a whitesmith and a blacksmith. And a whitesmith only makes jewelry. They only work with precious metals. They don't hammer steel. They made like crowns and rings and pendants and necklaces and gold chains and stuff like that. That was a whitesmith. A blacksmith made tools, weapons, um, wrought iron candle holders, fire pits for soldiers, armor, all those kinds of things. Then a tailor, of course, everybody knows what he does. But a leatherman, a true old school leatherman, he worked with nothing but leather. And he made stuff like my leather armor, and bags and things of that sort. Yes, like I like aquamarine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ring is made out of steel. This was I typed in on a CNC lathe what I wanted. Basically, chose a pattern and put in an old lug nut,
Yeah,
and
he
that's what
explained to
came
me
out.
too. I didn't know what it was either.
Hey, no problem, O'Doyle. That's one of the things that I love doing. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was just a flame pattern that a CNC lathe inscribed onto a lug nut, and then it cut out the rest of it to turn it into a ring. But I literally just typed this into a computer and let the computer do it. You know, this one I picked the ring shape that I had already wanted, that a guy had already had, and I lifted up a giant weight and slammed it down to put that shape in there. And that's how I made this one. This one I bought.
That's what? My dad is a retired machinist. Machinist.
Machinist, which means that he works on a lathe. He machines metal and stuff like that to make like O-rings, gaskets,
Yeah, okay, I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, machine parts, stuff like that. Stuff that you can't order, you got to make. Because even if you order it, somebody had to make it. So if you really think about it, almost everything out there is actually still handmade items. Somebody had to piece it together. Somebody had to inspect it. Somebody had to make it. It's very rare that you find items that come off of a fully automated machine nowadays when it comes down to everything, because somebody has to inspect it, somebody has to do the final stitch, somebody has to do the final lace. There's always human hands placed on it.
Well, that's cool.
Fire hydrants, yeah, that's neat. I used to work for a company that repaired sewer pumps. My last big job, guys, was well, my second to last big job was working in the and or working for sewer companies, and our name was Pimsco. You know, pump system. I can't remember the acronym was, but anyway, we worked with sewer and with water wastewater management, and we repaired their pumps for them and stuff like that. So that was interesting. We had a machinist in our shop and everything like that. It was my job to take all the pumps apart and to clean them all up real good, sandblast all the screws and everything like that, find what the actual problem was, and then report it to my higher ups, and then they would have the rest of it repaired. If I couldn't find the problem, we would just replace everything on the inside. But it was a really interesting job. I did really enjoy it. It was very messy. You came home every day smelling like a septic tank. It was terrible, but it was good pay. It was
Yeah.
really good pay. Not only that, I was learning a skill I didn't know, mechanics. Yeah, I was making $16 an hour doing that job. And then I got offered $17 an hour to go to Ohio and build Dollar Generals, the inside of them anyway, all the shelves and
Ooh, okay.
all the shelves, the cash register, the back storage room. We built all of the cabinets and the shelves and everything on the inside. It was my job to build the cash registers, and that one paid me $17 an hour. That's how I wound up in Akron, Ohio. Um, that was when my big boss came on the job site, and I had accidentally missed my I'd accidentally missed my morning routine because I woke up late. And my morning routine back then was really important because it kept my seizures away. I didn't know why it kept my shaking away, but it did. And it was I'd wake up, I'd get myself some coffee. Um, I would, I'm not going to lie, I would blow down a little bit. And then I would go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that 3 or 4 hits kept the seizures away. Well, I didn't have any. So I was on the job. When I lived there,
Oh, yes.
where I lived, there's more Dollar Generals than anything. Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
they wanted them every 5 miles apart, is what they
Ain't
told
me,
us.
y'all.
They wanted them every 5 miles apart, is what they told us. So yeah, a lot of times we would build one just to drive up the road and finish building another one. So yeah, I can believe it. But anyway, I ended up collapsing on the job. I ended up dropping and having a
Oh.
seizure on the job site. And my boss recognized what was going on. And he walked up to me and says, "You an epileptic?" After I'd recovered, of course. I told him, "As far as I know, sir, I'm not." He said, "Well, that's not what I see." He said, "I see that's an epileptic seizure, dude. That was a full-fledged grand mal. And you dropped carrying a heavy load too, dude. Are you okay?" I told him I was fine. Well, he made me go to the doctor. Said I could not return back to work until I got cleared by the doctor by a neurologist. And sure enough, they found brain damage. And that's when I got diagnosed with not only epilepsy, but schizophrenia. And
Yeah.
that's when I found out about 10 years ago, maybe 12. You know, that's when I discovered exactly what had been bothering me all my life. I didn't know what it was. I was completely clueless. It's like I didn't know I needed glasses. I thought everybody could see the way I saw until all of a sudden I got an eye test and he told me, "No, you're losing your sight, so you need
Oh,
glasses."
no.
Oh, but I only need them to drive, and I can't drive because they took my license. So why even bother getting glasses?
I agree
So
with Tyler on that.
about the Dollar Generals, yeah, there's a
Yes.
lot of them everywhere. And it's simply because the company had the money to do it, and they bought out another company that was called Family Video. What's up, Zoe and Kat?
Hi,
But
Zoe.
they bought out another company called Family Video, and they turned every Family Video store into a Dollar General. My husband has had schizophrenia his whole life. One day we're in the kitchen and he has a seizure. We go to Tennessee for help, and he's diagnosed with penile tumor and ooh,
Vag,
vascular
vagal.
vasovagal syncope. Yeah, what's up, Zoe? Thank you very much, Summer. What's up, Bamu?
Hi, dogs.
Hello, cowboys. Welcome into the show.
Hi,
But yeah,
cowboys.
so we got a lot of new. We got some people in here. We got a new friend in here. Welcome up, Bamu Dog Rescue Shelter. Thank you for being a rescue shelter, by the way, man. There's nothing better than having good rescue shelters. Penile is right in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I know. Is a heart condition similar to POTS in women. Oh, okay. I got you now. That has to be rough on him. Yeah, it really does. Because I know my schizophrenia is rough on me. Because
Yeah.
I was born with the schizophrenia. Um, I just didn't know what it was, and it was slowly developing. Because some schizophrenia takes time to kick in. It doesn't always just show up immediately. It just so happened that when they examined me for my epilepsy, they found that I had schizophrenia too. So
Okay.
that was when I found out what it was. I just thought I was a little crazy. That was it. I just thought I was a little, overstrung or just burned out on life or something. But no, I'm certifiably nuts. But it works out because in a lot of ways it fuels my creativity. What's wrong, Zoe and Kat? But
Maybe
yeah,
it.
in a lot of ways it fuels my creativity because it allows me to draw what I see, and sometimes what I see is incredible, and then sometimes what I see is terrifying. And I'm actually surprised I'm as decent of an artist as I am with my hand shaking so much.
Oh, yeah.
You know, one of these days when me and Jen finally get together, I'm gonna sit down and teach her how to draw. Oh, because of your heart? I got you, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
You see, my dad has heart problems. So that's why he's retired. He's had 3 heart attacks and he's a diabetic. So he went on ahead and retired.
That was my mom. She had heart problems. She was a diabetic, had different infections.
Oh, and he's lost his big toe. But that's all he's lost. He's just lost a toe. Hello,
Ay, ay. Ay, ay,
I
ay, ay.
Kayazar. I Kayazar. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope I said that right. But yeah, welcome in everybody. If you would, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Come join the conversation. You know, bring up a subject if you wish. If you wish. If you wish.
If you
Can I
wish.
speak properly without a speech impediment?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course.
Cowboy. She's trying to dab
I'm trying to
it.
dab. That covers my face.
Yeah, it's definitely better than losing a foot.
Hi.
I knew. Oh, okay. Is that your Cash App? What age was I diagnosed, Sirkin? Oh, hell. Um, I'm 37 now. 25?
Oh, wow.
25, 26, somewhere around there.
A turtle.
Turtle. Welcome in, by the way, Sirkin.
Hi, Sirkin.
But yeah, I think it was 25, 26, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's been about 10, 12 years ago. Because I hit my 30s in, okay, yes, 26. Because I hit my 30s whenever I was in Ohio, you know, so, and I lived in Ohio for 4 years. No, no, I was older than that. I'm 30.
Thank you, Sirkin. I needed that.
No, I wasn't older than that. I was younger. No, I was older. It's been about 10 years. Let's just leave it at that. Give or take a few years. I can't remember. My memory's a little hazy on it.
No, I'm not doing so good, Dean.
Thank you, Sirkin. What's up, Dean? Nice to see you back from Welshland. All right, Tyler. You know, I should
Yeah.
just go looking through my paperwork. My paperwork explains when I got
Oh,
diagnosed.
you got me, sweetheart.
Because you are a sweetheart.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you know. Okay, Kai. Or I.
See ya.
See you later.
Thank you.
All right. Out of monster.
Oh, no.
Oh, well. It is what it is. Ugh. Dang, guys. I'm getting a little beat. I don't know why, but for some reason, my sleep schedule has been off. That's been another problem. Like, I can't get to bed at night and I end up sleeping all day. And I've been trying to fight to get my schedule back on track. But when you wake up at 6:30 and you stay up all night, it's really hard to make it till 9 30 the night after.
Yes, I've had that happen a
He-
couple of times.
he's really, really hot. Turtle,
Thank you, Dean.
turtle, 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 turtle. I love turtles. Which it disappoints me we didn't get to go baby turtle hunting this year. But guys, I had a lot of stuff planned for us, and a lot of stuff fell through. A lot of stuff is still in the works if the weather will hold out. You love turtles too? Nice. But if the weather would hold out, I could actually finish out some other things that I'd like to do, like, for instance, finishing up your walking staff. But no, it has to keep raining, which every time it does,
Yeah.
it's blowing rain. We're having such strong storms. It's blowing rain all the way past our awning onto our back porch, so it would wash all the tung oil off of the walking staffs. We're having to use tarps to cover everything on the back porch just to make sure it doesn't get wet. Hell, I found a water moccasin slithering through the backyard yesterday because
Fine.
everywhere around us is covered with water. Thank you, Dean. Thank you so much, man. We try to stay positive around here, guys.
Yeah, I'm
It's been
trying
really hard.
to.
It's been really hard to stay positive as of late. What's up, subject? No, you're all
I,
good. You're all good, Dean. But it's been really hard to stay positive as of late. We've had a lot of hate for the channel. We've had quite a few hate videos posted about me, and excuse me,
you okay?
and
I'm doing
we're
pretty good.
yeah, as best you can. But we're actually losing viewers now, and I'm rather upset about it. But we're gonna continue to try to gain more people. I'd like to see that 1770 mark again. That would be very, very nice. But we dropped 30 people in 2 days. I don't know if it was the hate videos made about me or not. I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea who it was. Some lady named Freya. I'm doing pretty good, man. Nah, I won't go. I got you, brother. Thank you, Tyler, for coming back.
Hi,
But yeah,
Tyler.
I don't know who it was, but I don't know why people think I did anything wrong to my ex-wife. Why do you have to do something horrible in order to lose rights to your kids whenever we have seen fathers lose rights to their kids for no other reason other than they can't pay child support or can't pay the full child support? We've seen fathers lose their kids for the dumbest reasons. I lost my kids
Oh,
because they
okay.
were court. Yeah, yeah, I thought that too myself, but she's got a lot of views on them for some reason. Oh yeah, I've always been
Yeah,
truthful with you guys. I've never not told you guys the truth. Jen's seen my divorce papers. You know, didn't I show them to you one day, or was that my discharge papers?
you ain't showing me nothing.
I thought I showed it. No, no, I did show you something, but it was my Social Security stuff. Wrong one. What's up, Motorsports?
Hi,
Okay, well, I can
Motorsports.
dig it out and I'll read it to you. Yeah, hate spreads
Yeah, it
better than love
does.
nowadays. Unfortunate, but true. And for some reason, hating on somebody that's different is becoming trendy. And it's
Yes.
only because there are so many people out there that are different that are speaking their minds right now that are actually not good people. You know, not good people at all. And it gives people like me a bad rep.
Ask
Oh,
me
I'm
how you're
doing good,
doing.
Motorsports. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to end up getting more views, man. I lost like 30 people in 2 days. So, yeah, I'm a little down. And my poor Jin Jin here lost her mom on 4th of July.
Early 4th of July morning.
So we're trying to cheer her up too. It's been a rough couple weeks for the two of us. I hope so. I sure hope
Yeah, I
so.
hope so too. Thank you. He calls me Miss.
Thank you
Oh,
very
thank
much, sweetie.
you. Wish I had a good laugh right now.
Yeah, no, I do too, my love.
My good laugh's not in here right now.
You mean Alex?
Raymond.
Oh, Raymond.
Raymond. Raymond gives me a good laugh.
Yeah, they just keep posting false allegations and just they don't know nothing about me and they think they do just from looking at a video.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I understand that, and it's a two-edged sword. It can come back on you very easily, because if somebody ends up, all you got to do is look me up in a federal database anywhere, and you'll see
Sunglasses.
being cool. That's what he means. Stay cool.
I am.
I tried to report them. I don't know what happened. You know, but that's just the best I can do. I reported them once, and I'm just gonna step back and let YouTube take care of it. If they keep spreading hate videos, let them spread them. I just don't really care at this point.
Wales.
Whales, whales. Oh man, but yeah, I don't really see a point in
My favorite
trying.
animal.
Yep, dolphins, her favorite animal.
Dolphins. One of my favorite animals.
Yeah, but I just don't really see a point in striking out against them because it just makes me look petty and it makes me look guilty. So I reported them once for slander or harassment and left it at that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I understand, my friend. I do because I sat back and I watched it, and it was like the first video is titled "He has a dark past and won't reveal the truth," and I'm just like, how do you even know I have a dark past? So that's what I want to know. How does he know anything about me? Because honestly, when a cop looks up your name and you come back as a clean citizen, what does that say? Not plea bargain, possible, this or that. Clean, upstanding citizen.
Sorry.
Yeah, they could Google me all they want. They're still not going to find nothing on me other than what people have said on YouTube. I Googled myself.
It's kind of like a lost and found.
Their channel handle so we can see, watch it. It seems to be bothering you since you keep bringing it up. I only bring it up, man, because I this is the first time I've had a hate video made about me, and when I started losing subs is when it bothered me because I started thinking that, you know, their video was the reason why I was losing subscribers. And her name's Freya. That's all I know about her. I was sent the link by BMC. I didn't save nothing.
Oh, okay.
What's? Oh yeah, it's Tyler saying hi to country.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all there is to it. Lost and found. Just her name was Freya. That's all I can remember. FRJA, I believe. Let me see. Well, I can't do it now because it kicked me off the video, man.
I don't know.
But I'll write it down and I'll share it with you guys come this afternoon. Remind me, hun, when we get off of here. I gotta feed Chuck and everything like that, but remind me to write it down.
What was the name? Right.
Just tell me, write down the name of the video.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I need to know. I got to do that, and I got to call in my meds at 10.
All right.
There is no then YouTube must have taken it down then lost and found because I still have the link in my email. What's up, sweet country? And no,
I
I'm not making it up. I still have the link in my email, but it YouTube may have taken it down after I reported it.
reported it.
So that may have been what happened.
Hi,
It's been a
Tyler.
couple of days ago. So yeah, give me just one moment, guys. I'm gonna take me a quick little. Got to go to the restroom break. You know what happens when monsters kick in.
Cowboy. Do any cowboy emoji. Yeah, I find that kind of stupid. What they did. It's just their stupidity. They could have been, because they could have been jealous or something. Reason they did it. You never know. Hi ho. Hi ho. It's off to work we go. Yeah, a little bit of a smile. Trying to smile through the pain. You remember her in here? I don't know if I do or not.
All right, guys, had to throw the armor on real quick. Getting ready to go train after these videos are done. If it's not raining again.
Hi, Kristen. Yeah, Tyler trying to smile through the pain.
What's up, Kristen? Yeah, how y'all doing? And yeah, I agree with you there, subject. The main reason why it bugs me, and this is honestly the absolute main reason, is because it's a trigger. I hate being accused of things that I didn't do because I spent my entire life being accused of things I didn't do.
Yeah.
So it bugs me. It bugs me a lot. It's a personal PTSD trigger because back when I used to be accused of things, I got the punishment. It wasn't just an accusation. I got the punishment first and then the accusation. So half the
Right.
time I was getting beat for stuff I didn't even know I did. No, I don't get accused a lot. I do on here. Oh, I do on here. I get accused a lot on YouTube for my looks. But in real life, when people actually meet me and they speak to me and they talk to me for a while, nobody thinks I'm capable of that. Nobody thinks I'm capable of abusing my wife, which is what she accused me of. She accused me of physical abuse. Not great like they're saying I did. She accused me of physically beating her. The worst thing I ever did was give her a spanking during adult time. I got accused a lot in my past when I was a child. I had an older sister, and she liked to cause mischief, and she would blame
All
me
right,
for
Tyler.
it,
See
and
you
I'd get my
later.
butt whooped. So yes, I got accused a lot whenever I was a child by my grandmother and my uncle, who were an abusive pair. They would come, not a couple, but a pair of people. They would come at me and beat the snot out of me every time my sister said I did something wrong, whether there was proof or not. So yeah, I got accused a lot as a kid by my older sister, so she wouldn't get in trouble for what she was doing. Oh yeah, we'll see later, Tyler. I hope you
Good
have a
luck
good
at your
doctor's appointment.
doctor's appointment,
But yeah,
Tyler.
I didn't realize what you meant, lost and found. I thought you were talking about I get accused a lot now. But no, back in my past, whenever I was a small child, and I mean like to the age of, I think it was, I think I was 13. No, I was 14.
You got a
Whenever,
question.
no, I was 13. I was 13 whenever we left Warren, and I left my grandmother behind. And the accusation stopped because my mom actually looked at evidence. And the biggest evidence I had going for me was I was never home.
Hi, Louise.
Oh, lots of death threats from my ex family. Hello, Louise. But yes, lots of death threats from my ex's family. My sister might have broken up with her boyfriend finally. Oh, nice. I know you were asking for that, but yeah, I received quite a few. The main one was I better not ever come around those kids again, or else they would hunt me down. And it was only because they thought when I said I was abandoning Sierra, that I did not want to be with her anymore, that I was abandoning the kids too, and they used that against me. See you later, cowboy.
Not so good,
Oh, we're doing good,
Louise.
Louise. Talk about the past.
Not too good,
Why would they give
Louise.
death threats? They must have been really angry about something. Man, you ever met those kind of people that are just angry? They're just mad at everything. Her mom was a Karen. Her dad was just one of those kind that he would bust into their room in the middle of an argument with their mother and say, "I retire as your father," and would bust out. They were mean people, mean spirited people. I thought she was nicer, but it come to find out she was only nice to me until I married her. Because once I married her, it went downhill and she started acting just like her mom. And when I couldn't handle it anymore because I didn't like her personality, I didn't like the woman she turned into. Um, I told her it was over, and she threw a huge fit about it. And all of a sudden, now I was public enemy number one, and she had told you know everybody around there that I was cheating on her, and then it turned into I abused her, and then it turned into I was never there, even though I was always there. The only time I wasn't was whenever I was in the military, and that was only about 9 weeks.
Yeah, Louise, I lost my mama early 4th of July morning.
I will tell my friend to subscribe. Thank you, Cowboy.
She was asking me how I was doing, so I just told her.
All right, morning, Brad.
Hi,
Clint
Brad.
said, same thing happened to me, and same thing happened to me, and 20,000 in lawyers' fees. Later, I'm finally allowed to see my babies twice a month, and I'm still fighting for more time now. I got you, O'Doyle.
So
And you see, my
sorry,
problem,
Brad.
my problem was the reason why I lost my divorce case. I wasn't able to make it to the court on time, and the judge was refusing to give me a rehearing, a retrial. She was refusing it, so I got hit with no contest because I couldn't show up to
Thank
court.
you.
So Sierra got whatever she wanted.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm doing good, Brad. So sad that people like this exist. We can't have good things these days. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, Brad. Thank you for condolences to
Thank
Jen.
you. Yeah, that's what happened, Louise. My mom died early 4th of July morning.
Yeah, we're trying to cheer her up somewhat, and at the same time, just have a good, clean discussion.
Just keep busy. Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, Louise, it's ooh, brain cancer. Ow. My mom and dad are still alive, but I can only imagine that kind of pain there, Brad, especially watching what cancer does to people is the
Yes, I
worst
know.
part. That's the worst part of it, is watching what it does to people.
Yeah, my papa had it.
I believe you there, Brad. It's good to see you hanging strong, man.
Yeah, just keeping myself busy.
Let me go on ahead and get this big old poochie of mine some food real quick.
Yeah, just keeping busy.
You a hungry boy? You a hungry boy?
Yeah, I understand. I still have my dad. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, thank you, Brad. Thank you. Thank you, Brad. Yeah, folks, if you want to talk to me, my email's on my description in my on my YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, my dad went to lay her down. She went to bed, and she woke up middle of the night having to go to the bathroom. She said she couldn't breathe. Called my dad. Sat up for a little bit, and then she got up to go to the bathroom. Fell down, died.
There you go, baby boy. You don't know. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Hello, Funky Terror. I haven't gone through as much as you guys, but I can understand a lot. You see, subject, that's the great thing. If you've got empathy, if you've got any form of empathy in your body, you can understand somebody to a degree. To a degree. But that's all it takes, is to understand to a degree. And you can be able to take that little degree and turn it into a great understanding to be able to help somebody in need. You know, that's something that I've always believed in. You can take that little bit of knowledge and turn it into something great to be able to put a smile on somebody's face.
Oh, oh, your
I've been on
drums.
fire today with my drums. Nice. I can't play drums. I'm a white boy. I have no rhythm. But dude, I've been checking out those songs by that band Anwar, and good God, are they good? Like that woman can sing, and them drums are good. Like that. That's some I want to dance music there. But yeah, keep it up there, man. For sure, Funky Terror. Used to do
Just
the
giving him
drums.
a thumbs up on that.
I used to play the trumpet.
I
Yep,
can
I
play the
used to play
keyboard
the
a
trumpet.
little bit.
I used to play the trumpet.
'Cause I got a keyboard.
Oh, nice! I had a coronet trumpet, Summer. And I was not the greatest, but my best song was Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park theme song was my best song.
I can play the beginning of Lean on Me.
You
Do
swam in the ocean. That is awesome. I'd love to swim in the ocean again.
I would
she
too.
Yeah, she's just like, nope, nope, nope,
I
nope.
would.
Oh, you
I'm scared
would?
I might drown again.
Oh, you won't drown with me around you. I'll drown first, or we'll drown together. I played recorder. I played violin. Oh, wow. I have
Yeah, I
played the
played one of
drums
them
as
when I was
well.
in school.
And you suck
Recorder.
at all of them. My name is Richard, and I'm sitting in the corner.
Yeah.
Sitting in the corner playing my recorder.
Why's everything gotta be so complicated?
I have a German engraved trumpet. It's absolutely stunning and sounds beautiful. That I can picture that in my head, Summer, and wow, that does look and sound gorgeous. Germany makes some incredibly gifted instruments. Northern Europe makes some incredible wind, brass, and string instruments. I mean, just look at Stradivarius's. It was cold first, but got the feeling of it. I got you there, Funky Terror. Oh, you've almost drowned twice. Believe it or not, I'm almost drowned quite a few times.
Once.
I've almost drowned quite a few times, but I'm a stubborn jerk and still keep going back into the water. I jumped from the floating wood thing. I got you. I'm glad that your neck's doing better, man. Oh, I love swimming too, Summer. I don't like a swimming pool, but put me in a lake, a pond, a creek, a swamp, a river. I'll swim all day long, especially a creek. To me, a
I don't
creek is
think I
the
won't go
best
in this
place to go
ocean.
swimming.
I won't go in the ocean.
Hmm? Scared of sharks?
Afraid I drowned. Again.
Nah. We'll get you a big floaty. We'll get
The
you one of
wave
them
was
vests.
coming up and I thought
We'll
I
get you one of
drowned.
them vests where if you start to go underwater, you grab the little thingy and you pull it and it just goes, and you can just bob up and down. Look like Goofy from a Goofy movie.
Uh huh. I don't even
Talking
know
to
who
Jen.
they are. I don't know who they are.
Judas Priest. Oh, Judas Priest is an amazing band. Painkiller's a really good one. Oh yeah, no kidding.
I'll just go
Oh
stick
yeah,
my feet in the water and that's it.
I'm actually a really good swimmer. I got really big feet for my size and short little toes, so they're basically flippers. So I can swim really well actually. I just can't hold my breath very well anymore. I used to be able to hold my breath for 2 minutes straight. Now, no, just no, they ain't happening. No.
Unless
But I
I
can
get
still
water in my
swim like
left ear, it'll
SpongeBob.
hurt.
Oh, your ear will hurt. I got you.
My left ear will hurt. That's the one that bothers me.
Oh yeah, they also did the song "Breaking the Law," baby. I got you. I got you, subject, which is funny because you're surrounded by ocean. Yes, playing trumpet does help with breath control. What I use for breathing control is actually meditation. Oh, I got you. I got you, subject. Yeah, I'll sit here in this armor and I'll tighten it up where I can only breathe so much, and then I'll sit down and I'll meditate
Mm-hmm.
and I'll meditate the whole time while I'm breathing that way, and it helps oxygenate my whole body, makes my thinking a lot clearer, and just all around is a general good thing to do.
Right.
And those quick little shallow breaths, when I get done, it makes it so much easier to just.
Hi, Alan.
What's up, Alan?
I'm doing so, Alan. I'm making it.
And we're making it.
And you're trying to cheer me up.
Trying to.
Just smiling through the pain.
Yeah. We always got to do something to be able to get through the day, and it's like I always say, smile at the world and eventually the world will smile back. Thank you, Alan. Oh, man. I don't know about you guys. The global society sucks. Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, it
That
does.
it kind of does. Jen, my condolences to you and your family. Sorry for the loss of your mother.
Thank you. Thank you,
And yeah, you're
Bessie.
right, subject.
Thank you, Alan.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alan. First metal band I heard was Heavy Saurus. My mom has a video of young me playing Cheap Kids drums and watching Heavy Saurus at the same time. My first band ever, period, that I remember hearing because I was born deaf was ACDC, and it was Hell's Bells. That was my very, very first song. Yeah, um, to a degree, they're being taken by AI. But to be honest, some things I'm glad are being taken by AI. Yeah, that is true. Everything has to be about profit. And yeah, Phoenix Terror, I thought it was nice. My dad and them, they had just got me back from the hospital. What's up, CS Ghost? Oh, when will I stream with Ian again? I don't know. He sent me a message yesterday, but I was asleep. But I might do a show with him today. I don't know. That all depends on when he asks. You can fix all the problems of the world by where's the profit in that? Yeah, I know, but where would the profit be? But you could fix every issue, and you'd still make a profit. You could still make a profit. That's what these leaders don't understand. You can fix the problems and still make a profit. Happy people buy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Happy people buy crap. They don't buy shit they need that's going to last them forever. Happy people buy bullshit. Okay? So if you can make your people happy, you got it covered. They're going to spend more money because they're happy. Thank you, CS Ghost. I know my Jin Jin doesn't necessarily like Ian that much, but he is a friend of mine. Yeah, it's not enough profit for them. But what they don't realize is their profit would actually increase. It would go down for a short amount of time. They would take a hit for a little while. But after everything's settled down, they ain't going to be taking that hit no more. It's going to start going back up as long as they listen to the people and give the people what they want, not just what they think we want.
Hi, other Jen.
Oh, I know. I know, Alan. I agree with you. Modern society is just slavery with more steps, and I agree with you there too. Subject 14. And hello, other Jen. Kelly Osbourne and Sid Wilson's kid, Sydney Wilson, is cute. Oh, okay. I've never seen
I
her,
haven't seen that.
so I wouldn't know.
I
I didn't
haven't
know
seen
Kelly
that.
Osbourne had a kid. That's kind of news to me. So yeah, welcome in everybody. If you would, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Come on in and join the family. It's a
It's
religious
something
preference.
I don't want to say on here.
Yeah, it's religion. That's what it
Something
boils
about
down.
my religion.
Yeah, and we'll leave it at that. With a Slipknot guy. Nice. I like Slipknot. Slipknot's always been one of my favorite bands. They got engaged in Black Sabbath's and Ozzy's final gig. That is cool. That
Wow.
is awesome. That's something I would do. It's like, hey, honey, let's go to a rock band. Why? Because let's just go.
I'm
Let's
not saying.
just leave it at that there, CS Ghost, and I'll
I
tell you
don't
later.
want to say because I don't want to get no.
We don't
Okay.
want to get into any big discussions. We'll leave it at that. Like how soon after the U.S. Civil War slaves would be forced to take hundreds of dollars in debt? I have no idea. Subject 14. I
I
can't
can
find it.
watch it and it's just something about my religion doesn't like what he's doing.
Yeah, that's it. She doesn't like what he does. It's not his political opinion or anything like that.
It's just
She
something about his.
she doesn't like the fact that he's gay. Let's just put it at
To
that.
say
And
I don't like that
and
he's
it's because of
gay
her
and
faith. It's because of her faith. So we leave it at that. My favorite song is "Wounds" by Master Plan. And it's because I really, really, resonate with that song. And then fix it by working on plantations. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, Texas is doing pretty good. We possibly have storm clouds rolling in. I hope not. It's rained a little too much. In front, Ozzy and Kelly Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne's reaction was funny. He said, "Oh, you're not marrying my daughter," and Sid Wilson. He was, but still continued. Nice.
no, it's about something about my religion.
It's because he's a homosexual. Let's just be honest, real
I don't
quick.
like his sin or his sin, but I still like him as a person.
She likes him as a person, but she doesn't like his sinning, and that is the whole thing about it.
That's the
That
truth.
that's the only problem she has.
I like him as
And
a veteran, but not as the other part.
yeah, she loves the fact that loves him as a person, doesn't like the fact that he sins and is gay, which is fine. You know that for a little while she thought he was trying to hit on me.
Yeah,
It's okay, baby. You can admit it.
I
There's
am.
nothing shy in it. You can be a little jealous. I mean, shit. You know. So don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not jealous.
I'm picking on her, man.
He's trying to
Thank you
get me
so
to
much for the
laugh.
CS goes. It's awesome to have you in here.
He's trying to get me to laugh.
I know I'm trying to get her to laugh. I'm trying to get her to feel better and open up a little. Hundreds in dollars for no reason other than to profit in billionaires. I got you there, subject. Sounds good. That song, I listened to it. There's for a few seconds and came back to the live. Yes, Louise, that's one of my favorite songs. I have walked this road before,
Oh, thank
so
you.
hard to find an open doors. Yeah, great song. And thank you, Jennifer. He would be a leather daddy.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody's always complimenting the armor. I love it. Even the cops that pulled me over the other night on 4th of July was complimenting the armor. They were like, "Dude, the armor's awesome." I was like, "Thank you." Are you drunk? No, I'm just coming back from my dad's and can't sleep. Caught me walking down the road with my axe on my hip. Thought I was drunk. I'm trying to fix these posters again because there are so many deathcore bands so needed to. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got pulled over. I was walking down the road, and it was 4th of July. It was 2 a.m. And I'm walking down the road. I completely forgot I had my axe on my hip, and my drinking horn, by the way. So I'm just walking down the road in my breastplate and my axe on my hip and my drinking horn. And cop pulls over and was like, "Sir, are you drunk?" And I was like, "No, not one bit. I'm sober as I can be."
Yes, I did.
And I just forgot I had it on my hip. And he started laughing when I said it. He saw Troll's Bane was, pretty much a prop. It's not sharp, and I loosened the head on it for a reason, so people would leave me alone about it. And when he looked at it, he's like, "Yeah, this is a prop. He can't hurt nobody with it." And I'm sitting there thinking, "Yeah, if you only knew." But he called it in, told everybody it was a religious reason and everything like that. So he told me, "Have a nice day." Guys, as long as you cooperate with police officers, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna walk away, with nothing. And it's because they're so used to people fighting them. You don't have your coffee today, is what she's saying.
Yeah, I had it today. Yeah.
Alrighty, I got you, Funky Terror. I was going to the store to buy myself some monsters so I could finish out the rest of the night because there was so many fireworks going off, and you know, unless you have a kilo of Coke, no, I was good. But yeah, I was walking to the store to get myself some monsters for the next day's show, and because I can't really sleep when there's fireworks going off because I start having nightmares about the grenade accident that I had in basic. So, because that was terrifying. That's probably one of the scariest things ever because I just found out that my wife at the time was pregnant, and I was like, I'm never going to see my kids now. But I managed to survive it. Yeah, it was a good excuse. I mean, it wasn't exactly like it was an excuse. I just straight up told him, look, this is a religious item. I'm actually supposed to carry it. You know, he asked if I had been drinking at all. I told him only water. Showed him the drinking horn. He smelled it. The best he could smell out of it was a monster from that I had poured into it a couple days before. Oh yeah, no one thinks I'm dangerous at all with it. Yes, I did have a grenade accident. I was in basic training for the U.S. Army, and we have to throw 2 live grenades in order to graduate from basic training. A guy was not paying attention to how he was supposed to do things, and let's just say he freaked out and he threw the grenade behind him. And when he did, I got caught in the blast radius. I was not standing. I dropped to the ground and rolled up underneath a Striker APC, which is an armored personnel carrier. Has 6 tires on it, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. I dropped, rolled in between the front and back tires, and went to crawl up underneath the front tires when it exploded, and it shot me out the other side, smashing my head into
Mhm.
the back front tire on the passenger side, and destroyed my inner left ear. Oh, nice. Those are some good bands, man. But yeah, that's what happened. I was in the front leaning rest position because I made my drill sergeant a little peeved because I threw perfectly, and it made him a little angry.
Uh huh.
What's your question there, subject? We only got 10 minutes left, guys, so let's make this quick. But yeah, that was my little grenade accident. No, I cannot hear out of my left ear. I cannot hear out of it at all. I can only hear out of my right.
I can hear out of mine.
Yes, anthrax is a deadly disease, but it's also a badass band.
The hearing aids.
Yeah, I need a hearing aid. Well, I can't use one over here at all unless I turn it all the way up because there's a weird little thing that your body can do. And I want you guys to test this out just to make sure. Plug your ears with something and then put a speaker in the front and the back of your head all the way up. You're going to still hear that music through your skull. And it's because your skull vibrating will still create sound that your brain can interpret. I don't know how. I don't know the biological process behind it. But your brain can still interpret your skull vibrating. And so you can still hear music if I put my headphone up here and one down here, I can still hear the music properly. But I have to have one headphone turned all the way up and one headphone turned normal.
I got both of them turned up.
When did that happen to my ear? 2010. I'll remember that till the day I die. That was the scariest experience of my life. 2010. Uh, I think around May or August. Between May and August is when it happened.
When I
No,
was a
May
little
is when I
kid,
went in. August is when I came home. So yeah, I came home in August.
when I was a little kid,
I'm deaf in one ear and dumb in the other. I'm not insane, not yet at least. I got you, subject. Thank you, Jennifer. No, I didn't get an honorable discharge. What they did was they went in and they tried to see if they could fix my eardrum, and they realized I had already had 12 sets of tubes put into my ears. So I had severe scar tissue all around my eardrum and my ear canal. And they ended up declaring that there was an 85% chance that my ear canal would collapse and it would kill me. And I was
hmm
like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go home deaf in one side. And so instead of giving me an honorable discharge, they gave me a general discharge, technically a medical discharge of a Chapter 13 existing prior to service, and sent me home. And the only reason why they gave me existing prior to service was because they couldn't fix what was wrong with me because of the existing damage. So they sent me home. And so, yeah, I got a medical discharge because I could hear. I had to do a hearing test at MEPS, and I could still hear perfectly fine until I had my little grenade accident.
hmm
But before that, I could hear just fine. The tubes did their job, and that's why they passed it. Part two, Cannibal Corpse, Cattle. Oh, nice. Arch Enemy.
hi Xavier.
Those are all good. Lamb of God, Sonata Arctica. Those are all good. I got paid for the time I spent in basic. Hello, Xavier. But yeah, I got paid for the time I spent in basic, and then they sent me home. They didn't give me anything else. But otherwise, I'd be getting like benefits or something like that, which I couldn't get because Obama had passed a law. The year I went into basic, that you had to graduate in order to get any kind of benefits whatsoever,
Yes.
even if you got hurt. So, and it's because you do sign a waiver before you go in there saying that, if you are injured beyond repair, you cannot sue the military. Well, I didn't read it completely.
Oh.
And it says that not only could I not sue the military, but they're not actually responsible for anything that happens to them. They could choose to fix it or they could choose not to. So they weren't actually responsible for my injury, which I thought was dumb because it was caused by, one of their recruits. But it is what it is. I didn't read the contract until I signed it, and I made a boo boo. And now it's legal and binding.
Yes, Alan, it is.
Yep, it's Eminem shirt.
Yep.
I need to find three bands still, but can't find anything. I got you. Yeah, CS Ghost. That's what actually happened to me. And that's why as long as I'm looking at a firework, like I can see it going up into the air before it goes kablam, or I can see somebody lighting it, then I'm okay. I could just be like, but if I don't see it and it just goes kaboom, I'll freak out.
I'm sorry.
Now you're hungry. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, it was pretty BS that they did that to me. And, I just don't care. I'm just going to go live my life. It's my battle scar. Who else can say they survived a grenade? Yes, subject. I would love to go to Sweden into the Alps and just live in a small little mountain village, us and all of our friends. Yes, that would be amazing. Us, all of our friends, and just pure happiness. But yeah, speaking of hungry, I had a breakfast burrito this morning that was freaking huge. See you later, CS Ghost. Oh yeah, spend all
Uh-huh.
we need to get all the work done, and then spend the rest of the week feasting and partying. Why not?
Uh, yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, with the breakfast burrito thing, hey, I had to walk 2 miles for that breakfast burrito. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's right. There's no-
Oh,
What?
it's because it went to 2 hours. Once my cell phone hits 2 hours, it restarts the loop.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I walked my happy butt down to the convenience store, grabbed it, walked back, and it's a mile to the convenience store and a mile back. So I walked 2 miles for my two burritos and my two monsters. Thank you very much. I earned it. But guys, we've hit the 2 hour mark. It's time to go on ahead and head on out. I've got some stuff to finish doing up. Stuff to finish doing up this morning. I'll see you all later. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for supporting my Jen Jen. And it's always been awesome to have you guys here. And remember, see it from a swamp, later from a gator. Love your mama, love your papa, love yourself. Be kind, and always find a way to help, guys. Catch you all here next time. Same place, same time, same channel. Later, guys.